Let's just jump right into it. Let's just jump right into it.
All right, check it out. This guy's going viral for being extracted from his vehicle in a very dramatic way by the police. There's a lot I want to say here, but first let's check it out.
When he pulled me over, he walked up, opened my door because my window don't work, right? Okay. And then I said, so what I did wrong? Yeah. He said, well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like, okay. There's multiple people headlights off, okay, first of all, and then there's no rain.
It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on.
Can you pull that law up?
Huh?
Can you pull that law up?
Yeah, when you step out of the car, I will.
Can you call your supervisor? Huh? Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hands.
Here.
So let me say this, and I have a question for you all. If a police officer has misconduct, does that mean that the criminal should go free? Because that's what people are asking for. When we have these discussions, what people are saying is if the cop is wrong, then the criminal is absolved of all responsibility. Now, imagine if every traffic stop went like this, where the person was non-compliant, asking for supervisors, asking to be shown laws. Like this is like I see this all the time, where the police spend a lot of time trying to get the person to comply. And what I find very interesting is that Black people claim to be so afraid of the police, but I see countless video after video of Black people resisting arrest. It doesn't make any sense. If the police tell you to do something, what's stopping you from doing it? And if you feel like your rights are being violated, then that negates the argument of you don't have any rights. You understand that this stuff, these arguments of police this, police that, but at the end of the day, you all are proving that you have rights by not complying because you're saying I have these rights. Now, was the police officer right for punching him in the face? Absolutely not. He was wrong for doing that. But does a police officer being wrong mean that he should lose his job and the person that's in violation of the law get to walk free? This is what people are asking for, and I'm asking that question.
I'm here. What is your reason, sir? What is your reason?
Step out now. All right.
No, don't.
Videos like this, I don't understand because what are you even doing, bro? Listen, when you get pulled over within the first 5 seconds, you know why you got pulled over. They're going to either ask you, do you know why? Or they're going to tell you. Either way, you're going to figure it out. You're talking about headlights? Listen, just provide license, registration, insurance. He's going to go back to his vehicle, check you out, then come back to yours and either give you a warning or a ticket. That's it. Why must you be on the side of the road, first of all, not complying with what they're asking for and then trying to ask, oh, can you put a law up? What, you want me to go on my phone and Google it? Once you do all that, they already know they got to extract you, but they're giving you a little bit of time. They're talking to you to see if you want to change your mind. But of course you don't. Then they got to extract you. Now you got glass in your beard. You got slapped in the face, punched in the jaw, all kind of stuff. For what? Your headlights? It is unnecessary. Now, some of y'all are going to say, well, look, that don't mean that the brutality was acceptable. Maybe he'll get some money. Okay, that's fine. But was that the objective, to try and sue? Guys like that, if that's the case, guys like that I hate, because they'll do that to you in your regular everyday life. They'll antagonize you, and then when you react, they want to try to call the police and press charges, or they're going to sue you. I know guys like that in my regular everyday life. Would say their name, but I ain't trying to get sued.
So let me say this too. If the police engage in misconduct and you get compensated, well, what is your complaint? Because we all agree that no system is perfect. So if no system is perfect, and when that system is not perfect, you get compensated, what's the complaint? All the comments I see on this video are he's about to get paid. So if the police do something wrong and you get paid, isn't that what you want? Isn't that what justice is? They did something wrong, you get compensated, that's it. Usually the police officer gets fired, the person gets compensated, and everybody lives happily ever after. So how is that not enough? How is that not enough? If you go to McDonald's, you shouldn't be, but if you go to McDonald's and they get your order wrong, and then the manager says, you know what, since we got your order wrong, it's on the house, what else do you want? Because you can't expect a perfect system from flawed human beings. I just think it's funny that you all are complaining, but getting compensated at the same time. And again, I'm not saying the police officer was right, but does he deserve to lose his job? He learned, and you know what's funny too? After they break the glass, he still wasn't complying. Think about that. Think about after the glass was broken, he still wasn't complying. He still didn't want to get out the car. I wonder why. Normally, in these situations, he has something that he's done that's wrong. Either he has something on him or something's not valid. Something is going on when people do this. It's not because they're standing on their. This has nothing to do with freedom and rights and none of that. None of that. It's not. He's trying to prevent from being caught.
Jacksonville Sheriff Office has responded to the viral video. Check this out.
After this traffic stop on February 19, 2025, McNeil was arrested for resisting a police officer without violence, driving on a suspended driver's license, and possession of less than 20 grams of marijuana.
See, now I see why you did what you did, because you ain't had no license and you had weed. That's your fault. And you didn't even file a complaint because you knew you were in the wrong. But what you did, once you got your phone back from the police, you put the video online, which you're trying to go viral. You're lucky you don't go to the penitentiary.
That was Anthony Blogan. Great content. That was Anthony Blogan. But I'm going to say this. This young man has hired.
When he pulled me over, he walked up.
This young man has hired Ben Crump. And so he's going to get compensated. And if he gets compensated, isn't that what justice is? Now, I know that most of you all will take a punch in the face to get millions of dollars or whatever he gets. I don't know what he's going to get, but most of you all would take a punch in the face to get $10,000. So I guess what I'm saying is that what are y'all complaining about? Because this young man was in the wrong, the police officer was in the wrong, but when the media gets involved, the police are wrong and he's a victim. What else do y'all want? What more do you want? You get to be seen as a victim, you get compensated, the police officer gets fired. Like, I don't know what more do you all want. This happens nowhere else in the world. It's just here. It don't happen nowhere else. Where police have all the responsibility and criminals have none. That's only here in America. But even when his window got shattered, he wasn't complying. And the funny thing about this video is, if he had just complied in the beginning, because the police chief said he wasn't complying within the first 21 seconds. If he had just complied, he probably would have just got a ticket and been on his way. But as you see, invalid license and marijuana in the car. But he's going to get compensated. He's going to get paid. Because what we've been shown is that police officers have more responsibility than criminals. Even though all this could have been avoided, that police officer punching him, and I think he got punched again outside of the car, those punches make him innocent. I don't agree with that, but those punches are going to make him innocent in the public eye. I'm going to show you what happens in other countries with when people get arrested or detained.
And me and my brothers were kidnapped, robbed, and beat, and thrown in cages, held captive for 16 hours. Our jewelry stole, No more necklace. Cash stole out our pockets. And the result of this, my eyes swollen shut. I'm pretty sure it's fractured. This eye can barely see out of. But I think I'm safe now because I'm in the airport, about to fly back to LA for immediate care. Please, everybody, pray for me. And this is your warning to not go to Cabo San Lucas and stay clear far away. Blame Trump is what they said. Stupid Negro, stupid Negro. Blame Trump for this treatment is what they told me. Stay away from Cabo San Lucas.
So, this is what happens in other countries. Now, do I believe his story? No, I don't. But again, this didn't happen to him in America. If this happened to him in America, he'd be rich, which means America is the place to be. If this happened to him in America, he would be rich. But in other countries, they don't care about the criminals. Oh, my bad. They don't care about violating your rights. I'm sorry. So he said he got robbed and beat up. That was by the police. But again, I don't know what he did. I don't know what the context is. Just showing me a video, I don't know what's going on. But I'm not going to assume that he just didn't do anything because Cabo San Lucas is a tourist area. They make their money off of tourism. So of course the police couldn't be doing this. It would ruin tourism. So for me to believe that they just randomly came and just beat you up because you were black is insane. When they clearly, you said they robbed you. So it sounded like y'all was out there cutting up because you got robbed and your jewelry took. So it seems like y'all was out there cutting up. Then of course he threw in Trump. We're doing this because it don't make any sense. Why would they be upset with Trump? For what? It don't even make any sense. Like, they robbed you because y'all was out there shining. But again, that's what other police departments do outside of the U.S. In the U.S., this wouldn't happen. They're not finna, what are we talking about? Anyway, my point in all of this is that I'm not going to absolve somebody from doing wrong. So if the police officer is wrong, which he is, then so is Anthony McNeil, William Anthony McNeil Jr. He's wrong too, which is why he didn't file any complaints because he knew. He didn't want to get out of that car. He was going through all of that because he was riding dirty. And it's just that simple. But now they're going to make this about race, police brutality. They're going to make this about a big deal when at the end of the day, all this could have been avoided by a simple compliance. Do I think police officers should lose their job because they punched somebody? No, I don't. Do I think that police officers should be abusing criminals? No, I don't. Do I think that civilians should comply with the police? Yes, I do. When we talk about accountability, it doesn't just go to one side. Everybody needs to be held accountable. And again, he's going to get compensated handsomely for getting punched in the face. Many of you all would take multiple punches to the face if it meant you were going to get millions of dollars. So I don't even want y'all even complaining. This is a great system we have here. If you get done wrong, you get paid.